in this video we are covering part 4 of the nutrition education series. Today we are going to cover metabolism and how to boost it. We're going to go over how often you should be eating. We're going to touch into meal prep as well, and we're going to talk about creating a routine. So we're going to start off today, how to boost your metabolism. So boosting metabolism is the holy grail of dieters everywhere, but how fast your body burns calories depends on several things. Okay, so some people inherit a speedy metabolism, some people just born with it. Men tend to burn more calories than women, more or less, even while resting, and most people metabolism slows steadily after the age of 40. Okay, so although you can't control your age, gender or genetics, but there are other ways to improve your metabolism. Your body constantly burns calories even when you're doing nothing. Okay, so this resting metabolic rate is much higher in people with more muscle. So every pound of muscle uses about 6 calories a day just to sustain itself. So while each pound of fat burns only 2 calories per day. So that small difference can add up over time. So after a session of strength training, muscles are activated all over your body, raising your average daily metabolic rate. Okay, so aerobic exercises may not be building big muscles and things like that, but it can rev up your metabolism also in the hours after your workout. The key is to push yourself during these cardio sessions. Okay, so high intensity interval training, so HIIT training exercises delivers a bigger and longer rise in resting metabolism. And it's better than low moderate exercise workouts. To get the benefits, try more of like an intense workout or a class at the gym, and include short bursts of jogging or sprinting during like a regular walk, something like that. Your body needs water to process your calories as well, so even if you're mildly dehydrated, your metabolism may slow down. In one study, adults who drank 8 or more glasses of water a day burned more calories than those who drank, say, 4 or less. So stay hydrated, drink a glass of water before every meal and after every meal if you can, and also snack on fresh fruits and vegetables because they're high in water as well, and they naturally they're better for you than crisps and biscuits and things like that. How often shall I eat? This is a question I get asked. So deciding when to eat can be tricky with so much information around giving you conflicting advice because everyone's telling you something different. Some dietitians actually recommend that you eat every 2 hours for boosted metabolism. Others say you can just eat 3 meals a day without any snacks in between to attain, and maintain a healthy weight. So, people are going to tell you different things all the time. There are no health benefits to eating more often. Okay, it doesn't increase the number of calories burned or help you lose weight. Okay, so eating more often also doesn't improve blood sugar control. If anything, eating fewer meals is actually healthier. So we believe it all depends on your current lifestyle. Okay. It factors in working times, how long you're working for, how many breaks you get, other life duties as well. So for you to decide how often you should eat, you need to answer these questions. Okay, ask these questions to yourself. How many equal calorie meals can you eat per day? So you look at your diary and you think, okay, I've got work here and I've got to go to this place after and I've got to do this later. How many meals can you eat in that time? Do you have time to prepare and eat these meals? Now, if this was me asking you this question, I would say, you have to make time to prepare these meals. But do you have time to prep? And the other main part of this question is, do you have time to eat these meals? If you only have like a 5-minute break at work and you just have to keep going, do you have time to eat a whole meal? Probably not. So you're going to have to rethink the plan there. And what times are you going to be eating these meals? Okay, so again, if you've got little gaps here and there, can you get these meals in? What I'm trying to get at here is, the main question here, how often shall I eat? It doesn't matter how often you should eat. Eat when you can, and eat sensibly. That's basically what we're getting here. If you can only eat 3 times a day, make sure you have 3 equal meals throughout the day. If you can eat 5 times a day, brilliant, have 5 equaled out meals. If you can only eat once a day, I think that's a lie, because you will have time to eat twice, maybe even 3 times. Okay. Once you've answered these questions and then they fit into your lifestyle, then you have a plan of action, which is good. And then you just need to make sure you're consistent with it. So say, for example, yep, I can get in 3 meals a day at these times, and I can eat these amounts. Just try and stay consistent, as you can. Day in, day out, eat at those times. Change your foods to make it more appealing for you, but try and stick to those times and amounts. Meal prep. So meal prep is a handy approach you can use to make, delicious homemade food that you'll want to eat every day without the wait. Okay. And while the end result looks good, meal prep doesn't require complicated planning or tools. All you need is the right food and a little bit of time. So with this one, we're going to go into types of meal prep. Okay, so full make-ahead meals. Okay, so this is one type of prep. So you can cook an entire meal and store it in your fridge or freezer. You can do batch cooking or batch freezing. So basically you make multiple meals, then portion them out into containers, and then store them in the freezer or fridge if you're doing it for a couple of days. This approach is useful for recipes you can easily cook for large amounts, like big pots of soup, big rice meals, big, mashed potato, sweet potato meals, anything like that. If you make a big portion, you can make multiple meals out of that. Meals for one, so prepare food and portion it in single serving containers, usually enough to last a few days. Yeah, so if you cook yourself food, the best thing to do is just make a lot of it and then literally just serve out into containers, a bit like batch cooking. Otherwise, if you're cooking for one, it can be quite awkward in terms of like ingredients, because sometimes you need a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then sometimes you're left with awkward amounts of food. So that's another good idea. Ingredient prep. This is for people who like to cook and serve food all at once. Just prep parts of recipes, chop veggies, mix spices, or marinate meat in advance to save time when you're ready. So yeah, this is just getting ahead of time. So say, for example, I'm going to say, right, I'm going to have chicken tonight. People would get their chicken out, marinate their chicken, potentially even cook their chicken, put it in the fridge, and it's ready for later on. And learning how to meal prep will save you time, but it also saves you money and reduces waste. Okay, so, and unlike processed meals, this gives you, total control over what goes in your food, and, perfect for anyone who wants to stay on track with their goals. Because processed food, you don't know exactly what's in that, do you? And, prepping your own food, you know exactly what's in there. And yes, you can't meal prep without prep time. So you need to schedule a little window, 1 or 2 days per week potentially, to just prep your meals. This could be in the evening before you go to bed. This could be first thing in the morning when you get up. It could be any time in the middle of the day if you've got a spare moment. You just need to, multitask a little. Use your oven, use your stove. Prep all your foods. Get a good food shop in, and you'll cut down. It will save you time. Cooking in the week, as well, getting it all done in one hit. Creating a routine. So many people reject routines because they would rather be adventurous and sort of go with the flow, and keep their schedules open-ended. But there is something to be said about keeping a routine. It can improve overall health, well-being, and productivity. So we don't all have the same schedules and responsibilities, and some of us struggle with certain parts of daily life more than others. All healthy routines should include eating a nutrition-rich diet, exercising, and getting enough sleep. But no routines will be exactly the same, okay? So in fact, your routine may not be exactly the same every day. And that's the thing, we try to create a routine, and some days it will change. But as long as we have the main parts of the routine in the day, it doesn't matter. One great way to be fully prepared for the day ahead is to make a to-do list. I'm really big on to-do lists. To-do lists are not for everyone, I understand that. But for me, it's brilliant. You know, you have a list, you're like, right, today I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And you can't go to bed until you take them off. But plan some simple tasks, write them down. This will help you plan your day and keep you on track. And in terms of like having a routine with food, this is also important. Okay, so obviously we're on the topic of nutrition. Try and eat your meals at the same times every day if you can, and stop eating random foods at random times. Okay, because this will get your digestive system, you know, kind of in a random routine when we want to be eating at the same times of day and getting our body used to it knowing when food's coming in and when food's coming out. So give that one a try. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this video. I hope you picked up again some more value in this video as well. If you have any questions, please send us a message or email us and we'll get back to you. And thanks again for watching. Just remember before I go, repetition is how we learn. So go back over these videos, watch again, and you'll probably learn something new each and every time, just to refresh your memory.